I was nearly hit by 3 cyclists. Like, that just feels a little bit too much. I struggle so much with focus. If there's one thing I don't struggle with, it is eating. Okay, so I'm just making my morning coffee. Now I'm so sad because my coffee machine broke and I don't know how to fix it, and I just like don't have time to like dig into why it's broken and all of that. So I've been using instant coffee, and fun fact, this is actually the one that I used to use before I got my coffee machine. So it is kind of like a little throwback, but I've also put a crumpet in the toaster because I'm trying to get into the habit of eating something before I have my morning coffee, just to kind of line my stomach a little bit and see if that helps with like digestion and just like overall how I feel throughout the day. Cheers. It's really good. So the game plan now is I'm gonna do my morning routine, and I do a morning routine every single morning. It's kind of one of my non-negotiables, and I'd say it has been for like the past 4 years. Now the things that I do in my morning routine definitely does change. It kind of like, I try new things. If something's not really working anymore, I swap it out, but I've been doing the same one for I think about like I'm on day like 90, 91, because I write it down in my journal, like it's like Miracle Morning Day like 91, and it's from the book Miracle Morning. If you've not read it, I highly recommend, especially if you're feeling a little bit like lost in life and you don't know what to do with yourself and you know you're meant for more but you don't know how. I really recommend reading that book. It really helped me. It's the idea of this like savers routine, so it's like silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. Sorry, it took me a second. It's early. Okay. If you want me to do a bit more of like an in-depth dive into my morning routine and like what I actually do for all of those things, let me know, because I've not done like a full morning routine video in a really long time. But anyways, so I'm gonna do that, and then we're going to the gym. This is the week of my 10K, so I've got my 10K in a few days, and I'm really nervous, but I'm really excited nonetheless. I'm just getting ready for the gym. I'm one of those moods where I just like could not figure out what I wanted to wear for the life of me. This happens, I think, because I've just got honestly too many gym clothes and like too many options, which is literally the best problem I could have, and I know I'm in such a fortunate position to like feel that way. Like, I really don't want this to seem like I'm like, oh my god, I have too many clothes. But at the same time, like, I do have too many and I'm aware of that, and I think I need to just like go through and donate a whole bunch of them, because I just don't need that many, and there's so many people that I think obviously could really benefit from having those. So I think I am going to do a bit of a donation at some point. I got my nails done, and I love them so much. I think they're so cute. It's my first time ever getting a design, and it just made me feel so cutesy pop and girly. I don't really know if I like the color per se, but I'm just really happy for stepping outside my comfort zone and trying something new. So yeah, let's go talk to my Instagram girly pops on my story, make my little morning mocktail, and then we're gonna get to the gym. Guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot to record when I was doing it, but this is me doing my morning yap. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram if you want to see these. I post one pretty much every single morning, and it's basically just me just like yapping to the camera about whatever comes to mind. I always get people asking whether I plan what I'm gonna say, and I don't. And if I did try, you could tell, because when I try it, and if I want to say something, like, and I intentionally am like, oh, I want to mention this, it like just feels so staged, and you can tell. So I did not enjoy that workout like at all. There was not really much of it that I enjoyed, and I just felt like I was so in my head the entire time, And I was just telling Victor about it. I did have a little bit of a cry, and then I thought I'm gonna come tell the girly pops about it because I want to give you guys an update. But I feel like the point I'm in right now is like work is so busy because it's the end of the quarter for my full-time job. Because if you don't know, I work full-time in software marketing, but then I also run an online coaching business, and I also do social media content on the side, and all of it together is culminating, and it's just a lot right now. And I knew like that this was going to be a really busy time, so like part of me knows that like I don't really have much to, like, I can't say that I didn't expect this because like I literally knew that this was coming. But like it just feels like right now like there's just one thing on top of the other, and like there's just like little things that are happening each day that are just like testing me. And I feel like I will say like I'm really proud of myself because there's like all of these little things that happen on it each day would have been like enough to like literally fully set me off, and I would need to like have a full day in bed recovering because I would like be crying and just like so overwhelmed. So like the fact that like I'm able to have just like a small cry and like get it moving is like really big. But like on the way back from the gym, I was nearly hit by 3 cyclists. Like that just feels a little bit too much. Do you know what I mean? And then in the gym, I was telling Vic, my phone dropped onto the ground, and then somehow the bottom part of it, you know where the charger goes in, got caught on my nail, my middle fingernail, and like fell backwards. And so like that like jammed my finger, and obviously that was really painful. And things like jamming your finger, stubbing your toe, just like such stupid pain. It just hurts so much for no reason. Um, but yeah, I'm just feeling really like insecure at the moment. I'm feeling really behind in life. I'm feeling really like I'm not doing anything of substance. And like I know all those things realistically like probably aren't true, but like there's a difference between like knowing that something's not true and actually like feeling it. And I know I just need to kind of like feel my feelings. I'm also literally 2 days out from my period as well, so that's not helping anything, I can guarantee. So I'm hoping I get my period and then I will suddenly feel like on top of the world again. But it just feels like all I want is to be able to press like pause on like my life right now and just like take a second to like breathe and like just like sleep and just like watch a few movies in bed and not be thinking about work and not be doing all these things. And I know that's not possible, and I just went on holiday as well. But I always feel like the period of time after coming back from a holiday is like harder than like it was before, just because you're catching up with everything, getting back into the swing of things. So I don't know, I think like realistically I will be feeling better soon. I just need to kind of get like I just need to get through this period, and just the kind of saying that I'm saying to myself is like all I can do is what I can do, and this chaos is only temporary. Okay, I have just made my breakfast. So I've got my trusty little granola bowl. It's got apples, pumpkin seeds, granola, chia seeds, flavor powder, and Greek yogurt. Sometimes I'll have a designer bar on there as well. Um, but I kind of want to have a designer bar later in the day, and I'm trying to not have like 2 per day because that's a bit excessive. But then I've also made my collagen and creatine, and then I'm gonna take my vitamins as well because I did forget to take them this morning, and I really want to make sure that I'm just like on top of that, because I know I'm busy at the moment and I don't want my immune system to play any tricks. Feeling so like I know this is probably my period, but I just feel so like big, and like I've let myself go and like all of these things, and like I know it's just my brain trying to play tricks on me, but like I'm just not feeling my best right now. And it's like it's so annoying when you're feeling that way as well, because it's like there's nothing really you can do other than just like try to not focus on it and just still get on with your day. But regardless, just a reminder, even if you don't feel great in your body, you still need to fuel your body, because body needs fuel, okay? Even just to think, even just to speak right now, I'm burning calories, so like I need food. Just a little reminder. I don't have a problem eating though. I'm just putting that out there. That if there's one thing I don't struggle with, it is eating. Okay, I love me some food. So yeah. Okay, I know I said I was about to start my day. However, I'm packing my bag because I'm putting myself in workspace jail. And what that is where I take all of my stuff down to the shared workspace in our building, and I basically don't let myself come back till lunchtime because I don't have any calls in this morning, which helps a lot because I can't really, I mean, you can take calls in the workspace, I just don't like to. It just feels a bit like inconsiderate of other people, but maybe I need to listen to Mel Robbins and be a little bit more like doing what's better for me. But anyways, that's literally a whole nother story. Because sometimes I just find, like, especially at this point in my cycle, like, I struggle so much with focus, and I find that just leaving my location and just like getting out of my room, getting out of my flat just helps so much because, like, there's just so many less distractions because I can convince myself to do a lot of things around the house here. Like, I could be like, oh, I should go through and donate all of my gym clothes. Things like that. So I'm gonna make a coffee and we're gonna go downstairs. Good morning, guys. How are we doing today? So I know that I said that yesterday was gonna be like a full day in the life. However, I started just feeling so not great towards the end of the day, and I just was like really struggling a bit mentally, and I was in just like not a fun space where I wanted to like pick up my camera and chit chat. So I ended up just kind of having a bit of like a quiet evening, and I honestly just also had so much work to do. But so I thought I'd make it kind of like a 2 days in my life. It's not going to be like too different though, like I don't really have that much going on, but I often get asked what my actual like day in the life looks like, and this is it. Like, it is just a lot of, I wake up in the morning, go to the gym, come back, and then get a whole bunch of work done. As like boring and mundane as that is, like that is just kind of like my reality. So currently what I'm doing is I think I've mentioned it as well, like we've got loads of quarterly meetings this week, so there's like each day there's like a block of like 3.5 hour meetings, which is just, it's a lot. And I struggle to kind of multitask during those as well, so I really need to make sure that I get all of my work done before those calls and after those calls, because I struggle to like try and get anything done while I'm actually on the call, if that makes sense. But I'm also presenting today, okay, and I'm nervous, and I'm a decent presenter. Like, thankfully it's not something that like I'm not good at, but I still don't like doing it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so I've just made my little like morning mocktail, which is my collagen peptides as well as my creatine. So my collagen peptides are, I take both of these every single day, but the collagen peptides are for just like overall skin health, hair health, nail health, etc. And I do really feel like it's made a difference in terms of just like, not necessarily like any sort of like acne or anything like that. I don't really suffer with that anyways, and I don't think it's supposed to help with that, but more so just like my skin looks more healthy, it looks more glowy, it just like has a bit more life to it. And then creatine is just like, I always say, like a bit of a superpower that you have. It just gives you a little bit more energy in your sessions. It's important if you train, if you don't train, regardless of how old you are. It's just a really good supplement to be taking. Only positive stuff, just make sure you stay hydrated with it. I'm deciding whether or not I want to have another coffee. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock, and I try to not have coffee past like 1 p.m. Just because it'll disrupt my sleep. But I'm still feeling a little bit like sick in my stomach. Like, I don't know what this feeling is. Like, if it's just stress or my period coming or whatever it might be, or like I literally don't know, or just like a bit like my body is like protesting a little bit from how much I've been doing recently. But I really hope it just like chilled out. Like, it's not stopping me from eating, not much does, arguably. But yeah, so let's go crack on with a bit more work. I do need to go to Aldi at some point because we have no food in for lunch, and I've got obviously that like 3-hour call later, 3.5-hour call later. So I need to eat before that, because if I don't, then I will be in a bad way. I'm I'm so glad that that quarterly meeting is done. Oh my gosh. They're just like, they're so long, and it's like it's fine when you're not presenting, but when you're presenting, I feel like I just spend the whole time like panicking that I'm gonna somehow miss my slot, even though I'm like, oh my gosh, literally SOS. Even though I'm literally like 70 slides away. Do you know what I mean? But I'm also kind of a panicker anyways, like in terms of those sorts of things. Like times really stress me out. Like when we're leaving the house, I will be like absolutely panicked I'm gonna be late, so it kind of aligns with my personality.